The shadows are pretty harsh, so I gotta show off the hairdo. All right, so you can see my face. So we got that puppy tied on right there, the Z-Man spinnerbait. So which spinnerbait is it? It is the Sling Blade, the Luke Clawson Sling Blade, 1/2 ounce. So that's what we're gonna be throwing. And I threw this on as a trailer. I've never actually fished these as a trailer, but I wanted a white paired up with that bad boy right there. And so we got the KVD Strike King Perfect Plastics with coffee scent and salt. The Swimmin' Caffeine Shad right there. Right there. And as you can see, I'm trying to get some sun on me. I am fat. You see, I used to be strong. That's all natural right there. All natural. I'm not lying. That's natural. Naturally eating too much. All right. Let's get out to this pond, start doing a little pond hop and see what we can do on this. Actually, it wasn't windy and all of a sudden we got some wind. So this is perfect. Perfect. Some ripples on the water. Let's get to it. So those of you that are curious, we have a Daiwa Aired X rod right here. This is a cheap rod. This is 7.3 medium heavy fast, but it has a lot more bend than your typical medium heavy fast. And I like more bend with my spinnerbait rods. So we've actually never used a spinnerbait on this, but I think it should be good on here. If anything, we might want slightly more bend, but I think we should be fine with this 1/2 ouncer right here. And this is just 15-pound fluorocarbon. And this is Abu Garcia Jordan Lee. And this is a 7:1 gear ratio, which I can slow roll a spinnerbait nicely with a 7:1. I have had a good spinnerbait bite in the past where I was using an 8:1 or 8:2 or 8:3 gear ratio, 8 something. And they were hitting it so hard. They were hitting so much slack in my line that I was even losing those fish with the 8 gear ratio. So you do want a fast reel. Dang, it got windy all of a sudden, but this is good. This is good. We want some wind. Woo, first cast, you can definitely feel the, oh, got bit. No joke. Oh, dude, hit it. I got hit. I got hit hard too. Oh my goodness, first cast. This, you can really feel the resistance really good on here. Dude, I got thumped right there. I can't believe he didn't get the hook. He must have thumped the blades. I will say, you can see that there's trees and stuff and laydowns in the water over on that bank. I don't know if we're gonna ever get close enough to anything where we're gonna fish this around some trees and laydowns. But for those of you that aren't familiar, like these spinnerbaits are great for fishing around trees and laydowns. It's probably about the only time I reach for a spinnerbait over a chatterbait, if I'm being honest. And so that's why I don't fish the spinnerbait a ton. But I've lost a lot of chatterbaits when I didn't realize there was, trees and woods down under the water in certain spots. So there's definitely plenty of times where I wish I was throwing a spinnerbait instead of a chatterbait. More often than not, you gotta unless they're really in that good pre-spawn bite or that really good post-spawn bite where they're chasing stuff, the rest of the year, the rest of the 99% of the time down here, you gotta fish stuff crazy slow or crazy fast and get a reaction. So this bait is definitely geared more towards crazy fast than crazy slow. Crazy slow is dead sticking it on the ground. So we'll try to make a couple casts, hopefully in some spots that we can fish it a little faster, try to get a reaction bite. But they might just be hanging under these trees, and that's why the only bite we got was our first cast, and that was in a shady area also. So I just casted that in shade. As soon as we get here, nice little cast in the shade. So I'm hoping they're just in the shade. And now that we're back in this corner where it's shallow enough, or not shallow enough, distance-wise, close enough that I can cast to the other bank that will finally get on a couple fish. Oh, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. No way that just happened. Get off of there. Get off of there. Oh, I don't know if y'all can see that. Yes. Wow. I thought I threw it up under there good, too. That sucker hit it about 7 inches off the bottom, off the top of the water. Shoo! There we go. See, that dropped in right under there. Very next cast. Oh my goodness. That one just kind of lingered up just an extra 6 inches and that sucker got stuck. That's the thing. You got to cast it back up in there. I'm probably not getting bit. Shoo! Scary for a moment. Let me check my line before I do something stupid. All right, we're good. We're good. That's good to see. Woo! Look at all that bait jumping and running. Wow. Bro, there's tons. There's a fish back in there. I stirred it up and now there's something moving over there. Oh, we got bit. Oh no, he came off. Did he get it? Did he come back for it? Bro, I saw him wake on it and grab it. Dude, that's crazy. That was a perfect cast back in there too. Unbelievable. Perfect cast twice. Come on. I need to get waked on. Come on, come on. Come on. Nothing. You gotta be kidding me. Bruh. I mean, I seen you. You showed yourself. Come on. Bro, I knew this was gonna be a grind. This is gonna be like rough. Every time I've come out at this time of day lately, I've been like dead sticking stuff and just tough fishing. And so throwing on a moving bait, I was really trying to trigger some reaction bites, do something a little different and hope for the best. Like that's really it. It's in the time to make a spinnerbait video, but the good thing about a spinnerbait is you really can fish it year round, and it's more versatile than a lot of people get it credit for. And down here in Florida, man, they put so much dang grass killer in the dang ponds these days. All of the ponds are just completely just dead. There's no vegetation in any of them. And so this doesn't do the greatest in a bunch of grass. Like, I mean, I'd prefer fishing a chatterbait in the grass or a swim jig. And, but this, when there's no grass, like there hasn't been, and probably not going to be at least until summer, the way they've been using the chemicals, this could be a sneaky little way to catch them when no one else is throwing this, because it's kind of an old school bait. But, you know, it's just a mini umbrella rig if you think about it. It's like a giant inline spinner / mini umbrella rig. And you can see I am actually throwing it in a little bit of grass and running it through some sparse stuff, because there is a tiny little bit grass back in this corner. They probably didn't get all the way back here with those chemicals, but it's not a lot. Heck, I've seen people throwing this stuff around lily pads. I wouldn't really pick this over other baits for the lily pads personally, but I mean, I've fished some pretty crazy stuff around lily pads, so I don't want to knock it. Heck, I've fished lipless crankbaits around lily pads, and that's just a bad idea, trust me. But you can weave it in and out of there, though. If you can weave it in and out of there, you know what you're doing with your cast and everything. Man, you can get some good bites, because a bass has not seen it. Not in the lily pads. Ooh, big old dog. Probably don't want to go too much further. I don't want to spook the whole neighborhood. Man, it's all shady back in there too. Man, I hope they're not all loaded back in there. And I try to be respectful and not walk behind people's houses though. I mean, sometimes homeowners are cool, but not always. So I usually just try to avoid the whole situation. That's just me. Plenty of people nowadays making videos off like starting drama. I ain't doing that. So that's not what this channel's about. Skipped her on in there. I got it pretty loose too, so I was kind of worried about that one. Skipped her on in there. You really got to use that thumb when it's as loose as I have it. Because we're making long casts and skipping. We're doing some big boy things right here. Honestly, at this point, a skip cast might be the only thing that triggers a dang bite. I don't have a choice right now. How about in front? Nothing. Unbelievable. Ay, ay, ay. Bro, there's something waking over there. What the heck? You gotta be kidding me. Bro, almost hit that freaking bird. Flew right in front of my bait midair. That would have been rough for him. Oh, got one right there. Yes. Oh, feels pretty good. Ah, I got you. But yeah, we didn't even get the trailer hook. We got him with the other one. Yes. We've been waiting on you. Whew. Yes. All right, so we're at pond number 2 right here. As you can see, this is a pretty big pond. I've actually never fished at this particular pond. There's some other ponds in the area I've fished, but never this one. So we're gonna try this one. And since it's pretty big, I need to get my steps in, lose some of that right there. So, we're gonna chuck and wind the spinnerbait, see if we can catch some bites. I did just dip the tail in some chartreuse. That actually, I meant to do that the first time around. Who knows, we might have caught a couple more at that first pond if we would have done that. But hey, we did it now. And let's get to it. Got one right there. Was that second cast at the new pond? Had both hooks in them. All right. Not a giant, but we needed that. I don't know. I'm going to bend this back in a little. I don't know that it actually bent out. Yeah, I don't think it bent out. I was going to say I'm going to bend it back in just in case it bent a little. It looked like it was running sideways a little bit, but it's probably just where the knot will move around on that wire on the spinnerbait, and that will make it run a little different. So the knot probably just moved around, because once I tried to bend that wire, it wasn't bending. So I don't think that little bass bent it. Oh no, a bunch of gunk. Oh, got one right there. Right near the gunk I tried to avoid. Bro, this vegetation is like not real. Dang, he choked it too. This vegetation is like not, bro, he didn't get hooked with the trailer hook because he had that whole thing down in his mouth. I think maybe all of them we caught today have not been on the trailer hook. Bro, he been caught before though. I'm not surprised. It's a pretty busy area. Bruh, I saw a bunch of this clunky algae stuff out there, and right before I saw it, I tried to steer away from it because I'm like, oh, I don't want to run into that. The second I moved that, I think I moved it in a little bit of different direction, gave it a little bit of different action. That bass was near that algae gunk, just came right off of it and just nailed it. But it does look like this is bent a little bit. I'll try to bend it back. But no, that was bent a little bit. Line's still good. We got 15-pound line on there, so we can catch some much bigger bass than that. And I hope we do. Bro, look at this guy. Bro, was that a side-by-side going down the dang street? What the heck? Florida. Bro, this ain't the woods either. Oh, that's one. That's a small one. Bro, we're straight in the suburbs, and that side-by-side was bumping. I ain't mad at it. I'm not the one that judges people. Try not to anyways. Looks good. Not a big one, but hey, we'll take them. Load it up in the corner. We're going to cast right back in there. It's nice and shady. I want to make one last cast right here. I was about to hit this bank, but I'm like, you know, I don't know what the depths are like. But if it's just a little bit deeper, if there's a ledge right here, right before it really looks like it gets skinny, they could be up on that. They could be up on that. Come on, be a bass near this tunnel. Oh, got one right there. Bro, I can't believe I caught him. I mean, I let him come off, but that was crazy. I was just jigging this in there, and I was even thinking, like, there's got to be a bass in there, but like, what's the chances I actually catch one on a spinnerbait this way? Like, they got to be hungry. If they're hungry, pretty good. The chances are pretty good, as you can see. But I honestly didn't think I was going to get bit. That was pretty cool. I need to get bit on the pause. I need to get bit on the pause or when the bait is coming to a stop or when it's stopped. That way I don't pull it up out their mouth because I think I've lost a couple fish. Dang, I just realized what that is. Someone snapped their rod. That's the butt of a rod right there. Jeez. That might be, oh, I don't know what kind of rod that is. I'm gonna put it in the nasty. It's nasty, but I'm gonna put it in my pocket so it doesn't get all leaving junk around for others. Little swamp puppy. Hopefully he's over here because the bass are over here. So I'm casting right here because I think, there he goes. I'm thinking there's something near this grass right here or those rocks over there. I think we're going to catch one in the next like 3 casts, if I'm being honest. Meant for that to be a little bit closer to the bank, but it might be out there. Oh, oh my goodness, that's a good one. He felt good. They always feel better than they are, though. Ah, we caught that one on the trailer hook. Dang, we jacked his face up. That's how you know that rod's a little too stiff. A little too stiff for the spinnerbait. And this cast is right up next to the vegetation. Got one. That feels better. Two casts in a row. Yeah, it's not better actually. A little bit smaller. A hair smaller. His mouth's not all jacked up. So my very first cast on this pond was in that corner, and I caught one right up over on that bank. And I went that way, caught two more, right? I think two more back in that corner, in the far corner. We come all the way around, and I'm 50 yards away from where we started, and I caught two more right here. So seems like most of them are right here where we started, and we just went the wrong direction. Got one right there. Oh, he's jumping. First cast. Gotta love it. First cast. Not a bad one either. Solid fish. So I casted right over there. As soon as I casted, I was like, you know what? Right there, there's like some cattails. That might be a good spot. And then right there, there's rocks start. So I'm like, that's a good start, but then I want to go there and there. But heck, we caught one. First cast. Never fished here before. First cast. This did bend up a little, but because this is such a thick wire, it just bends right back into place. Easy peasy. Now we're a little closer towards where those rocks start, but not quite there. Oh, bro, something huge over there. Just went to town on stuff on the bank. That was either a 10-pound bass or that was just something else. So this we're like in the freshwater part, but it does connect to saltwater if you go down far enough. So I'm sure, heck, we could run into, like, I don't know, snook or something like that. I'm not I don't know much of anything about saltwater fish, and dang, that bank is just too far to cast to. We can get almost there, but not quite. But heck, if some like new species just absolutely slams us, that will make this video, oh my goodness, that would be amazing. I don't know if the camera caught that. Might have. Something big was just crushing stuff on that bank over there. I mean, bigger than a 7-pound bass, put it that way. It was big. Yeah, I can't get it that far. It's just way too far. But I'm gonna let it fall down there. Maybe I won't catch that one that's up shallow. Maybe there's more than one of whatever it is. Oof. Felt a bump down there. All right. It's pretty shallow over on our bank, but I'm gonna cast right up next to that other dock, because that dock kind of dips down into the water. I feel like there could definitely be a bass near that dock. Could be a bass near our dock too, but that one looks pretty good. It's like dipped down into the water. I haven't been out here long at all, and I'm already sweating, like dripping. Where I see minnows at the top of the water right now. Maybe I need to not let this fall down. Because if the minnows are at the top of the water, maybe I should start reeling it as soon as it hits the water. Those bass might be suspended and not on the bottom. Oh, dude, there's something waking right where I was just casting a second ago. You got to be kidding me. What is that? That's something big too. Oh, it just came through the bait right here, right in front of me. What the heck are you? Come turn up. Nah, he's going that way. Whatever the heck it is, it's going that way. What the heck are you? I'm near it. I'm near it. Whatever it is, I'm near it. Oh no, I don't think it followed me. Where are you? Bro, whatever that is waking everywhere. I just said that they're probably going to be more top water because I saw those minnows. And sure enough, something came waking through this whole freaking river. What the heck? Where are you? I'm waiting to see it move out of here. It's shallow up there. I think it's already gone. Dang it. All right, let me just cast down that way. The best thing I can do is just hope he went near that dock, and that's why I don't see him. Now, whatever species that is, I don't know if they'll even bite a spinnerbait. But considering a spinnerbait is mimicking, like 3 little bait fish, I wouldn't be surprised if whatever it is would hit a spinnerbait. Unless they're just like too smart to hit a spinnerbait. You need something a little more realistic. That would be the only thing I would think would be why they wouldn't. It is dead calm out here. So maybe I should just let this fall. Get lower down in the water where it's a little darker, where they can't get a good look at what I'm throwing. And just move it slowly. Oh, I feel resistance. I think I got gunk on it. Yep. Oh, I just cast it over there and now there's stuff going to town on bait. You got to be kidding me. Oh, bro, they're definitely hitting bait fish where I'm casting at. They just don't want the spinner bait. I might have to work it higher in the water. Oh my God, they're going to town on stuff over there. What the heck? What is that? What is that? Oh my goodness. Dude, it's a freaking frenzy. Rod tip up, go through there, get slammed by something. Get slammed by something. Get slammed. Oh. Oh, I felt a miss hit. I felt a miss hit. Dang, get back in there. Get back in there. Bro, what the heck? I don't know what the heck that is. I will be shocked if that's bass. If that is bass, that is insane. There's a gazillion of them all together. Oh, got one. Whatever the heck it is. Got it. I think that one's a bass. Maybe? I don't know. What are you? It is a bass. What the heck? Oh, that's the biggest one we've caught. Not a bad one. Bro, they just had a fury. They just going crazy on the minnows out there. See if we can get back in there, although it looks like it died down as soon as we caught them. I think we might have to come back here in the kayak because, like, if we could just cast like 5 yards further, and this is a half-ounce spinnerbait, we're casting it pretty far. It's just any further, we're probably going to crow's nest if we really try to launch it, set the settings down to nothing. I mean, I probably could. I don't want to change my line. We're just going to come back in the kayak and, you know, going down the middle of this river, we'll be able to cast to either bank, both banks, no problem.